Okay. Yeah, this is gonna try and get in my mouth. Okay, it's appropriate. So, keeping it on childhood, because I really don't feel like my story is about well, kind of is, but okay. Some quick childhood oops. Totally watched softcore porn on Showtime, particularly the Red Shoes Diaries. HBO's Real Sex 69 and 3 Sex Around the World specials. Let me see. Ooh, childhood oops. Masturbating loudly at 15 and my mom got me a plastic sheet rather than talking to me about it. Okay. Yeah. Why does your room smell? I don't know. Okay. Final one. Okay. Last day of middle school, I ran full force into a bully who teased me about being fat, and he skid on the cement sidewalk like a sad bitch.
Yeah, girl.
So yeah, that one. Okay. Here I go. All right. The demarcation. The meeting of where my hair is chemically straightened and my natural curly hair is. I remember when I got my last sew-in and I had let the shiny, I had lots of shiny wefts of molten maroon draping from my now loosening cornrows. I had really enjoyed the color and cut. I enjoyed 3 months of gentle cresting bangs and side pieces cascading down my shoulders. I'd look at my right side and be in awe of my hair ebbing and retreating with the rise and fall of my chest. I would slowly look to my left and feel my hair fall and swing and begin to collect new weight on the right. Something was changing and building up for a little while. I was in a relationship that I honestly omit as a recognizable relationship. He was older and way dumber than me and had problems understanding he was sad, annoying, and had no friends his age for the earlier mentioned reasons. The dick was good. That's it. Terrible reason to stay 200% of the time. Don't ever do that. It was either 2010 or 2011, whichever it was, in this great time, the black women of the Western world had begun wrapping up a challenging and long debate about wearing our hair natural or not. For the most part, most agreed, yeah! Then after good hair would refer to a looser curl to a few dumb birds who didn't get that the new natural hair movement was confronting deeply internalized and ingrained white and Western beauty standards. Oh well, just understand that, I lost my place because I hand wrote this. Just understand that in this age of being under the black cloven hooves of the great black antichrist Barack Obama and his fiery and spirited life coach Joe Biden, who are saying Merry Christmas again for the next consecutive fucking year, restoring our rep with other countries, and just doing really gay and likable shit. Just remember this all was happening while black women were having this discussion. So, okay. The demarcation. The line of demarcation. I could finally see for myself. My hair had grown while braided, arrested, bound. I could put my fingers between the seams and rub my scalp and feel how resilient my new hair was. It pushed back against the padding and pressing of my hand. Later that month, I'd have my maroon hair falling all around me as strings and netting were pruned away. I'd wear a headband to cover the beginning and ending points of old and new hair as my curly hair grew long enough. I regret not just shaving my entire head and letting it start from zero, but I was fearful of this new change and wanted to know my new hair right away. 2 or 3 months on, I'd hear my mother telling me, no, yelling at me for letting this growth take place. She threatened to throw me out of the house if I didn't get my hair processed, permed, relaxed, whichever way you say it. If I did not stop what I was starting to discover, I'd lose my hair, she said. Later, while basking in my red coily crown, similar to what you see now, my mother would admit she thought my hair would fall out like hers when she stopped relaxing her hair to prevent any more thinning the relaxer had been causing to gradually get worse and worse over the years. But she still never failed to tell me this would cost me a job. Hair has always been a long story for me. I have fucked up this hair. And my eyebrows. Like, please imagine, if you will, like 2 black refrigerator magnets, and that was my eyebrows one time in middle school, because I thought I was like, yeah, I'm gonna shave that shit up, yeah. And one girl was being mean but nice, like, oh, your eyebrows look great, and I thought she was being sincere.
Bitches.
But yeah, so I thought about talking about the subject when one of my podcasts brought up the subject of hairiness. I tend to enjoy this time of year, just like when I let the hair in my head grow and wind into beautiful coils. Just how I delight then, I delight my leg hair becoming long, the hair in my pits becoming this soft, woolly orchard, my muff being wiry, thick, and veiling for a short moment my excitement. I delight in the, oh goodness, who's doing that? They're friends. I delight in these. In the summer, a maxi is my friend, as my jeans and leggings are in winter. I can hide my leg hair. In moments of stress about meeting a deadline, I'll spare my fingernails. I'll just shave my pits and feel the same control and slight satisfaction from the harvesting of that woolen orchard. And though I resist, out of boredom, I'll shave my pubes. My mons pubis goes bald. I'll get the majora and some strays on the meeting of the upper thigh. Then, as before, strange, fascinating, and annoying ingrowns come. I get to enjoy the air on my now streamlined pussy, and I even get to tug on my newly created Fu Mon tubes.
Yes! I love that.
Barbara and the Dale. Barbara and the Dale. Hi-ho, the Dario. Okay, yeah. But then, there are some times I don't delight in some of my hair. I suppose I hide it somewhat well, but it feels like I don't. I may have polycystic ovary syndrome, PCOS. I don't know. I have a hormonal disorder of some sort. Hairs. Dark, coily hairs jet from my chin and from my neck. I've been afraid of scars and marks being visible for a long time. It started when I was in high school. Just one thin hair, plucked it, and then it became a nightmare. I've been afraid of a lover feeling a single hair as I kiss their neck. I'm always worried about how the underside of my chin appears up close when someone's peering up from below, as they descend to my breast, then to my stomach dotted with a few bad hairs, and then low enough to the wet, slippery, wiry reeds lining my welcoming spring. Ooh, illusions. A lover has crossed the line recently. All my makeup leaves my face. It leaves my chin because I'm kissing her neck and chin. Sometimes I feel her stubble, but I forget. I forget how comforting and good it feels to have that part of her meet my lips. It doesn't matter that I feel that. I'm being taken into another person's ecstasy. My lips gently take in breath, and my touch traces her neck. My body reverberates from her pleas, her coos, and the tremor of her limbs. It's been so easy to fall into doing this with her so easily and often. I wasn't afraid to let my makeup leave unblended contours all over her. I wasn't afraid to flaunt my chin and neck hairs that she called nothing in comparison. One night, I said with as little confidence as possible, "Will you kiss my neck?" This is a big deal. I love having my neck and ears mouthed and licked gently. Foreplay is not foreplay without it for me. But I hadn't asked for anyone to do it for me in years. I either hadn't gotten close enough with someone to know whether the facial hair I had mattered, or they just seemed uninteresting in one way or the other. I didn't want to try anything with them again. She came closer as she let me lay on my back and cradled my neck with her right arm. I stared wide-eyed at the ceiling as it pulsed slowly through pink, red, tangerine, dandelion, chlorophyll, blue agave, legumes, blue. The warmth of her face was upon me. It was just a moment that it took for her lips to meet my neck, but it felt like when the back of your hand becomes drawn to the static of a TV screen and the hair raises as it must feel compelled to. I flinched as we met. She held me tighter and held me in place. Whatever temptation there was to pull away was hindered with the weight of her body and forcefulness of her mouth. All the pleas, coos, moans, and tremors were mine too, finally again. Something was changing and building up. I'd look to my right, be in awe and ecstasy at what sounds I could make with each rapid rise and fall of my chest. Cresting, cascading, patting, pushing, petting. Her fingers were in the creek. The demarcation. The meeting of my fear and self-initiated scrutiny. And the other occasionally hairy girl who couldn't, wouldn't, doesn't care. I want to cross the boundary until it's not there anymore. Lips and hands weather it away. The demarcation. Thank you.
Eboni Staten, y'all.